everyone, and our group will present the case study about the Walmart management issues when it comes to their employees. Walmart's world-leading big box superstore is the world's largest retail conglomerate selling everything from foodstuff to string instruments. Over 270 million customers shop at Walmart every week, and many more shop online through its websites. In 1962, Walmart began as a single, modest discount store in Arkansas. It has expanded over the last 50 years to become the world's largest retailer, across over 11,200 shops in 27 countries and online or e-commerce in 10 countries. The current president of Walmart is Doug McMillon. And in this case, we will look at why Walmart has such difficulties with its employees and how it became the largest lawsuit they have ever faced. The majority of their issues stem from internal strategic concerns. Walmart's anti-union strategic approach is multifaceted and integrated because the business doesn't really interact in huge anti-union layoffs or notify laborers that their store will shut if a labor movement is created. Instead, the company employs a number of more subtle ways that strike back at somewhat destroy workers' right to organize for their rights and abuse them to work. Walmart's anti-union actions have the effect of depriving its employees of their officially acknowledged freedom to organize. Next. And as the world's leading private company, Walmart has several ethical challenges. The most recent involves corporate workers who are subjected to exploitation, gender discrimination, unsafe or bad working conditions, and poor health care. Criticisms include claims of racial discrimination and gender discrimination, low salaries, and a few others. And the broad span of control, Walmart's vast size, and large spread of impact may leave it vulnerable in some regions. Managers get overworked, and they also have difficulty in making choices and lose control of over their staff. And Walmart workers and employees are also refused access to a procedure recognized by international law as an important means of protecting their job rights. And the following are the problems faced by the employees of Walmart. Next. Okay. First is the employee treatment and working conditions. Walmart has faced multiple complaints and lawsuits over its employees. A few of the concerns that have been widely condemned are low salaries, inadequate healthcare, and bad working conditions. Since 2000, 57 action lawsuits have been filed alleging that Walmart violated wage and hour rules by forcing employees to operate off the clock, neglecting them to pay overtime, and refusing them food and break times. And it is the biggest workplace discrimination class action case in US history. And second is gender and racial discrimination. In 2007, a lawsuit was initiated against Walmart for alleged gender inequality in job opportunities. According to the lawsuit, female employees face discrimination in terms of promotions and pay scales. With a class of over 1.5 million women, the company is accused of intentionally discriminating against its female employees in promotion, pay, job assignments, and training. 19 Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, or EEOC, case alleged that Walmart discriminated against disabled workers and job applicants. In June 2020, the outrage was directed towards Walmart policy of keeping multicultural hair commodities behind glass, while leaving the white hair care products accessible or easily be viewed by all the customers. And Walmart was compelled to stop this type of discrimination, but outrage among individuals of color remains high. And third is inadequate healthcare. Walmart employees, current and former, explained that their repeated grievances to Human Rights Watch. There is a perception among some employees, relying on internal Walmart report and policies of the company, that long-term workforce with higher pay and there are typically more significant health complications are indeed being intentionally fired to reduce cost expenses. Young and old, furthermore, told the human rights of their difficulties to make ends satisfying Walmart's wages and made a complaint that they are unable to afford healthcare insurance that was provided by the company. And fourth is the low wages. The cheap prices utilized to lure customers have most certainly resulted in a reduction in Walmart's concern for the employees, since increased expenditures have contributed to low pay, employer frustration, and discrimination. Employees who stock shelves make around $9 per hour. Store clerks, salesperson, and personal shoppers make roughly around $10 an hour. And managers make about $12 an hour, according to PayScale 2020. In 2020, in the decent wage in the US was about or ranging in $16.54 an hour for a household of four, depending on the role. And Walmart employees earn between $9 to $12 per hour. That is much less than the living wage, with even the top of Walmart pay range falling below it. And last is the leadership dissatisfaction. And Walmart's leadership discontent is most likely due to the fact that Walmart's management utilizes both transactional and transformative strategies. However, the leadership styles employed by shop managers fluctuate depending on the manager's leadership style on their own, and that result in a broad spectrum of styles of leadership being used in various businesses. So that's why there's an issue arising from the different kinds of leadership. And at the meetings, management describes the negative consequences of organizing and often shows multiple clips or videos to reinforce this message. And managers and videos tell workers that when employees' wage and benefits are subjective to collective bargaining, workers could very easily lose a lot. They describe union dues and other union fees as being prohibitively expensive. And they say that Walmart can permanently replace workers who strike in support of the economic demand, like higher wages, benefits, practice, and that is a practice that is permitted in the US but not to the international standards.
So for the case evaluation and proposed solution, so in the issue of employee treatment and working conditions and gender racial discrimination, gender and racial discrimination can take various forms in the workplace, and the law applies to both men and women. Generally, gender discrimination is when a corporation treats an employee differently because the individual is a man or a woman. And then race discrimination involves treating someone unfavorably because he or she is of a certain race or because of personal characteristics associated with race. Under the federal law, sex discrimination in employment is illegal, and the law forbids discrimination when it comes to any aspect of employment, including hiring, firing, pay, job assignments, promotions, layoff, training, fringe benefits, and other term or condition of employment. Although Walmart is a corporation with diverse employees, it failed to take corrective measures to avoid any discrimination to foster in the workplace. Walmart's response to alleged discrimination was rather concealment of the occurrence. And then after that, Walmart has agreed to settle with a former supervisor who was allegedly fired shortly after complaining that his boss used racial slurs in the workplace and made inappropriate comments to his daughter. The arbitration agreement that Walmart asked its employees to sign forced displeased employees to reach a settlement with their employers outside the court. The retail has not commented on the topic, and the settlement sum is unknown. Although Although the retail agreed to stop utilizing the physical abilities tests and give trainees to staff members who hire, manage, or oversee grocery order fillers, Walmart denied any wrongdoing. So, in the directing function of management, one way to deal with diverse and complex workforces is to hire a diversity facilitator. Facilitators are skilled mentors in optimizing workplace diversity and inclusion. And then these are the responsibilities of a diversity facilitator. First is that they will assist with the successful creation, implementation, and support of diversity and inclusion curriculum and training. Next, they will effectively educate employees using adult learning techniques on diversity, uh, inclusion and equity topics, especially in areas that are especially relevant to the industry. And lastly, they are responsible for moderating sessions and workshops surrounding diversity, equity, inclusion, and with teams to help them develop ways to build a more fair and inclusive workplace. So, in order to give employees the chance to interact with a wide range of people, diversity facilitators are crucial in designing activities that give them the chance to broaden their perspectives, gain experience working with people who are different from them, and ensure that everyone is treated with respect. For the inadequate healthcare, the importance of employee health cannot be overstated. For a business to For a business to succeed, its people need to be mentally and physically healthy because, after all, it's hard to be productive when you are not well. Taking care of employees' health in the workplace is not only beneficial to them, it also creates an effective and efficient working environment that benefits the business. So, as a part of compensation administration, employee health and productivity go hand in hand. However, Walmart Stores Inc. announced that its 1.3 million workers would have to pay more for healthcare and it won't add benefits for some part-time staff in a move that could prompt other companies to follow suit, according to Cavil 2014. And many large shops provide health insurance to part-time employees, including coffee giant like Starbucks and Costco. Low-wage workers, many of whom are being left behind in the economic recovery, were believed to be the main victims of Walmart, according to critics. But on 2019, Walmart announced it's launching several new initiatives in the health benefits it offers to their workers, aiming to steer employees toward high quality providers and reduce unneeded costs. The company highlighted five new initiatives for its 2020 benefits, stating that it will use its massive size to make healthcare more accessible to its employees. So, the five programs unveiled are: first, a list of feature providers; second, expanded telehealth; third, personal healthcare assistant; fourth, national quality provider resource; and fifth, nationwide access to fitness club. For the issue of low wages, so wages plays a big role in employee retention as part of compensation administration. Walmart has faced criticism for years over low wages, working conditions, a reliance on keeping workers on part-time schedules, and wage theft. According to Sanyato, many Walmart employees are now speaking up to protest and fight for a wage hike as thousands of them continue to struggle with low wages to make ends meet. The United for Respect for Walmart organization, which is made up of Walmart employees, is fighting for a $15 minimum wage at the business. Since wages gives employees purchasing power, they have a significant impact in the economy. This includes both the money that employees earn and spend on needs, as well as the money they save or utilize immediately for things like entertainment, vacation, and investment. So, Walmart has consistently made investments to increase associate pay. And it will keep on doing so. The average US hourly field associate now earns more than $17 per hour as a result of pay increases for more than 1 million hourly frontline associate over the past 2 years. So as a company, their goal is to offer competitive pay by role and by market with the kind of opportunity and room for career growth that isn't found anywhere else. So Walmart starting out hourly wage rates vary by region and role and have the following ranges. For store formats like supercenter, neighborhood market, grocery format, it will range from $12 to 24 to $32 per hour. For Sam's Club, it will range from $15 to $32 per hour. For distribution center and for fulfillment centers, it will range from $16 to $34 per hour. For corporate associate, Walmart offers competitive compensation packages with base pay, annual performance-based bonuses, and equity grants that vest 4 times per year. In addition, Walmart implemented various additional programs and practices for its employees, including open door policies, performance based increases, internal promotions, discount stock purchase plans, and incentive bonuses. For the issue of leadership dissatisfaction, so Walmart's leadership has been in the spotlight and has been blamed for poor organization and declining growth rates. The Labor Task Force, on the other hand, has been reported to be poorly paid, and this has no doubt demotivated the employees. It has become a challenge for the Human Resource Department and the management to make sure that the employees of the organization are motivated so that they are able to produce good results for the organization. Workplace morale is essential for productive performance, which is crucial for a company to succeed. But management results in unconstructive attitudes and work performance at work is pitiable. Low moral employees are frequently absent and do not like to come to work because they suffer from low moral because they feel that Walmart is not appreciative of their hard work and their intense effort at the workplace. So Walmart employees are not properly trained or empowered to handle the extra work and pressure which has caused low morale in most retail outlets. Their leadership strategies make use both transactional and transformational approaches. However, the leadership style utilized by store managers differ based on the manager's own leadership style. This has led to certain stores experiencing authoritarian leadership while other stores experience charismatic leadership. The diverse range of leadership styles utilized by store managers has likely contributed to employee dissatisfaction. The low wages and discrimination practices are an organization issue which is based upon the chain's corporate policies and organizational culture. So in response to this, So in response to this, Walmart launches one global Walmart Academy to help 2.3 million associates build and grow their careers, creating one of the largest learning ecosystems in the world. The company will continue offering training for on-the-job retail skills and broaden its offerings to include new leadership courses and well-being training. So the Walmart Academy will focus on three areas. First, developing on-the-job skills. It offers on-the-job training to ensure associates can continue to grow and be successful in the job they're in today. For example, hiring great associates in the bakery department who want to delight customers with their amazing cake decorating skills. Second, growing future skills for associates. Preparing associates for new roles in retail. For example, just a few years ago, they didn't have in-home delivery specialists. So as customer shopping habits evolve, this role is becoming increasingly more important to the customer. So Walmart Academy will train associates to build new skills and prepare them for new career opportunities. And lastly, building leadership skills for managers. Building great leaders across the organization is one of their main goals. So this year, for example, more than 1,200 new store, club, and supply chain managers will participate in an in-person immersive leadership experience. So this experience will focus on growing leaders and teaching them more about Walmart history and culture while giving them the opportunity to meet and learn from company leaders. So, understanding their preferred leadership style and how to utilize it well are two most crucial things every leader can accomplish. Flexib- Flexibility and adaptation are essential as the circumstances changes, so must the leadership approach. In a change of in a chain of business and the size of Walmart, consistency in leadership style is crucial to prevent biases, prejudices, and employee dissatisfaction. And it will also improve staff retention.
Okay, so this study's main goal was to examine the degree of employee satisfaction among Walmart employees, as well as their attitudes and perceptions of the strategies that the company used to keep its workplace happy. Since high productivity among employees can contribute to the achievement of a business success or goals, employee satisfaction is crucial. So these elements, however, might make it more difficult for the company to accomplish its goals. The biggest big box retailer in the world, Walmart, had a number of problems with employee satisfaction. The most recent one concerns corporate employees who are subjected to poor healthcare, gender discrimination, unsafe or unfavorable working conditions, and exploitation. So there have been complaints about low pay, alleged racial and gender discrimination, and other issues. Additionally, this study provided various responses to the various employee concerns. Employ adult learning techniques to effectively train employees on diversity, inclusion, and equity issues, particularly in areas that are particularly pertinent to the industry, to reduce the likelihood of gender and racial discrimination. Activities that give them the chance to broaden their perspectives and gain experience working with people who are different from them must be designed with the help of diversity facilitators. Compensation could increase employee satisfaction. Walmart implemented a number of additional programs and practices for its employees, such as open door policies, performance based pay increases, internal promotions, discounted stock purchase plans, and incentive bonuses to lessen its issue with compensation. Next slide, please. Okay. So implementation is the carrying out of plan, intentional activities that aim to turn evidence and ideas into policies and practices that work for people in the real world. It is about putting a plan into action, the how and as well as the what. For the establishment of Walmart to reduce the concern and issues regarding the said problems of the employees, a few implementations should be published to do so. How to maintain a good relationship with them and the principles should be published since this could serve as guidelines on how to organize and manage their department. Gender and race discrimination should be reduced or eliminated in the workplace since this might be a hindrance to have a teamwork among the people in the organization. A seminar or program should be established where employees will be educated or broaden their minds regarding this issue. Moreover, regarding the issue of low wages, the company should have a serious meeting about this issue. The administration shouldn't deprive employees of the right to receive fair wages or salaries. They should take action in this one by connecting with different departments, especially the finance department. Walmart should create a budget exclusively for the salaries of the employees. Lastly, there is leadership dissatisfaction issue. Factors that could contribute to the employees' dissatisfaction would result in their being less productive and inspired to do work in the day-by-day operations of the company. If the employees observe that they are being appreciated by the management, this motivates them to do their responsibilities better, which could also increase productivity in the workplace. The management should educate themselves about the directing function of management. To have a good relationship and leadership style, show the employees how much you appreciate their will to work by motivating, inspiring, and directing them well. So that would be all. Thank you.
So that would be all for our case study that is titled The Management Issues of Walmart When It Comes to the Employees. Thank you. Uy, okay na ta. Okay na ta, guys.
Yep, yep.